Hi, everyone. I'm coming to you from Treehouse Studios production facility in Asheville, North Carolina. Here in Asheville, we've had Hurricane Helene come through, and it's been devastating. There's no other way to put it. The tree ridges that we're used to seeing, the beautiful fall colors that we would see at this time, are pretty much changed. It's hard to bring words to the disaster that has hit this area. Overnight, snow started falling at some of the higher elevations. These are very remote places where people don't have homes anymore. Or if they do have homes, they don't have electricity to heat their homes. They're a very strong people. I'm sure they probably had plenty of firewood from trees that have fallen. But it's just, every day is a different day. And here at Treehouse Studios, we're taking a little bit of a break. It's hard to be creative. The Rivers Art District in Asheville was under a lot of water, we're talking feet of water. So there's, a spark of creativity in that area with some murals that are going up, some makeshift art things being created. But it's very, very hard to stay in that creative bubble when your day is surrounded with, finding water to drink, where your next meal is coming from. And that is not an exaggeration for most of the folks in Asheville, for a large number of folks in Asheville. So keep us in your thoughts. We have 2 videos that we shot before the storm that we are going to try to get edited and out onto this channel. And hopefully you'll see us back in the studio and creating very, very soon. Very much the day for me starts with catching up on the news briefings to see what's coming out. For about 7 days, we were without anything. We had no power, no electricity, no water, no running water. We stood in line for food like everybody else did because we had no way to prepare it. Thank you to a big shout out and thank you to a number of the crisis response teams that are around. We got a couple meals from one that was from Minnesota, and there are people that were helping, the volunteers that were helping, that flew in to help or drove down to help, were a light in a very dark time. It was nice to hear from them. They were asking us how we were doing. It was nice to know that somebody cared. And until you're in this type of situation, I don't think you really grasp that. So anyway, we're back to doing some editing in the coming days. If we can keep our mind on it. Like I said, the day starts out, it's like, well, what are we going to do now? So again, my plight is easier than most at this point. We were without power for 7 days. The electricity came back first. The linemen doing an excellent job considering the amount of fallen trees and debris and telephone poles that snapped off. So yeah, the 7 days for electricity. After about 14 days, we could get internet, and we just got running water back in the last couple of days. So, like I said, I am doing better than most. It was a very interesting month of actually changing what your habits were, what your creature comforts were prior to this storm. It's nice to see a number of people still have high spirits. They still wish each other well. They ask if they can help. So that's where we are. Like I said, in a couple days, we'll try to get back into the editing, portion of the two that we shot prior to the storm. The studio, other than not having Wi-Fi, not having internet, not having electricity, fared well, as did my home. So we never had to worry about evacuating from the house. So that was good. The day after the storm hit, it was an eerie, quiet time. I remember thinking it reminded me a lot of September 11th with no air traffic, no real traffic on the roads. It was just eerie. And then that Sunday, we started to hear Chinook helicopters flying overhead and knew that help was on the way and that it arrived in the form of the military. And it's, you know, you felt like standing up and cheering, which I think I did. So, yeah, so it was a disconcerting time. It still is. We'll try to get back into our creative rhythm. And if you feel the need to help us do that, you can buy us a coffee. The address is below where you can do that. Any donation is greatly appreciated and comes as a reinforcement of what we're doing here at Art Chat TV, as being, you know, essential to those who reach us and reach out to us and see that we want to talk about painting and the magic of that. So without anything further to say, as you can see from the pictures that we posted, we're still in the recovery phase in Asheville, and there are a number of people still missing. There are over 100 people who have perished. A number of shops, like in Marshall, that are no longer with us, as far as being under 2 feet of mud from the flooding of the French Broad. So if you can help, that would be great. If not, that's fine as well. It's just keep tuning in, just keep watching, sharing the links with your friends and fellow artists. Yeah, so that's pretty much the report from Asheville and Treehouse Studio Productions. We'll have a couple episodes up in the coming days or weeks. Thanks for watching. Keep Asheville in your thoughts. WNC strong.